Hello, lacrosse friends, and welcome to Can-Am Lacrosse League action. I'm trying to figure out why the scoreboard camera is showing 10:10 to go before the game. We have that is the live view. I'm Steven Stamp. This is the Grand River Warriors versus the Onondaga Redhawks. And I don't quite know what's going on with that game cam, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. I will give you updates as we go on that, and I can't figure out why that is doing that. Grand River wearing their bright orange gets the first offensive set. And we are going to have to go without the scoreboard camera for the moment, but I will update you regularly as we go. That is like super weird. Why I do that, but that's okay. We'll get that sorted out. But here's the first possession for Onondaga. Very short-handed Onondaga Redhawks. They have apparently lost their coach. And they have just 12 players here. 13 runners, that is, and goalie JP Fergola. There's a rip from Howdice Miracle. Good to see him back. He had some laser surgery in his eyes, so had to be out for a bit. And that's going to be the first penalty of the game. That will go to Leland Powless. We're in the 82. So power play right off the hop for Grand River, just a minute 10 in. Behind the back pass from Sid Palace down to Miracle on the crease. He steps in the crease, saved by Fergola. He's going to look for some help. Not a lot there. He might have to he hands it off. Nice play there to get that one to Carl Starkey. But here's a chance right away. Another save for Fergola. Ball all the way down the length of the floor to be grabbed by Dusty Hill, starting between the pipes for the Grand River Warriors. There's another save for Fergola. He is going to have to be sharp today for the Redhawks to stay in this one. This looks coming in like it should be a real battle. Another save by Fergola, and that shot from Johnny Powless. Sorry, folks, just trying to get the scoreboard camera going, and it is not happening. So I will just keep giving you updates for now. We see it on the camera itself, but it just is not cooperating. But that is okay. As here's another chance. Oh, a great shot right on top. And there's another save. Oh, finally, the first goal of the game. It took a lot of work from the Warriors, but Howdice Miracle bangs that one home. See that backdoor pass as they had several chances before they're able to knock one home, making it 1-0, 3:01 into this first period. There's Fergola with the ball once again. That outlet pass won't quite connect, and it does get picked up for a moment there, but stripped of the ball was Hayden Hemlock. That pass through the middle doesn't get there. It is taken away, and here goes Rio Johnson. Johnson with 21 points this season for the Redhawks, including 8 goals, one of their top scorers. Mitch Laffin actually leading the way with 23, including 8 goals. We're going to see if Mitch Laffin is here. He'd normally be wearing the 77. Got the roster pretty late. Onondaga going through a little bit of turmoil. They had to fold last year for the season. Everyone hoping they can get through this season. Here's Devin Buckshot with the ball here. Here's a chance. Sidearm shot by Tommy Montour, the captain for the Warriors. That's turned aside by Fergola. And a turnover. Nice force by Howdice Miracle. Thinking about letting that one fly was Damon Dockstader. He'll pull up instead, and they'll set the power play. Damani Thomas hands it off there. Comes over to Howdice Miracle. Nice pass through the middle. The cutter just misses. They connect on that pass. That was Gord Walls. Good, sorry. And now, way down the floor, chance for Edmund Cathers. But he is turned aside. Sorry, Cree Cathers, of course. The forward, not the goalie. Edmund. Cree Cathers with 5 goals so far this season. He almost had another one. Nice stop, though, by Dustin Hill. Here's Sid Palace. Looked like the lane was opening up for him, but a nice job defensively there by Pete Leota. There's another save by Fergola. And it's through the crease and first to play it. Here's a sidearm rip. Hill gets that one. That was off the stick of Cody Gould. Adam Martin thought about having to go there, but he pulls up, and Sid Palace will take it. He's going to flip it down into the corner to Howdice Miracle. Dockstader comes along to join them on the left side. Penalty coming to the Redhawks. 5 on the shot clock. That's going to be a block and a big hit there. Oh, and a slash from behind. That's got to be a penalty too. Not a really great one to take. Leland Martin is going. Leland Palace is going, and so will Sid Palace. So it's slashing both ways. That'll put us at 4-on-4. Lots of space for everyone to work with. Racing out of the defensive zone. Colby Martin with a long pass, hard sidearm rip from Tommy Montour. Just missed, but scooping it up nicely is Ryan Johnson. Tom Montour, another shot. He is ready to rip, and behind the back, and another save. JP Fergola facing a ton of rubber. We've got 1:22 to go in the matching penalties. That pass gets away, but it is scooped up there. Oh, and that one works. Gripping penalty coming, but it's going to be wiped out. What a goal there on the run from Devin Buckshot. You see, he throws a ton of fakes and bounces it home. past Dustin Hill. So that makes it 1-1. And I just want to check. Yep. Yep. All right. So just checking the sound is okay because Carrie McMaster Stamp is on the camera, but is having some trouble with her feed. So that, Darcy Palace now talking to John Civic. That goal, of course, wipes out the penalty. Or does it? Oh, no, it doesn't. It's a major. So a major coming. So Philip Henry, 84, gets a major. It is 1-1. Again, we will try and get the scoreboard up and working. I don't know what's going on. The camera looks like it's sending the proper feed. We will get that taken care of in the intermission. But right now, it is a 4-on-3 for Onondaga, a 1-1 tie, just over 7 minutes into the first quarter. Thanks for being with us, lacrosse friends, here on Stamplax YouTube. Johnny Palace back to, Tom Montour, who switched from the Woody. Took about 4 or 5 shots already with the Woody. Decided, I guess, he likes the Tupperware right now. And they will set up in the offensive zone. That's Devin Buckshot with it, quickly across. They're going to go back up to, they skip it to Buckshot. He rips one, saved by Dustin Hill. Scooped up there, and Colby Martin looking long to Vern Hill. It'll be too far. Can JP Fergola get there? He can. It gets away from him, but he gets it. Fergola was about the first guy here. He actually pulled into the parking lot right at the same time as us. We literally had gotten out of the car, and he pulled up. Good to see him here in town. And player down in front of the crease. Didn't see what happened on that one. Play is blown down. We'll go back and see. Okay, well, that's what happened. Just check it out one more time. I don't see a call coming. So it's still 4-on-3. Big shout out to Katie Budd Fergola. Expecting their second child in, I believe it's about 18 days. Baby shower was earlier today. I know that was terrific, but it's getting real. As JP said, they're going to be a 4-person family pretty soon. Up top to Sid Palace. It is 4-on-5 now as the original penalties expired. There's 3.5 to go in the major. Oh, great pass. Gord Walls. It's a goal. Gord Walls good. Maybe a bit of a lucky break, but this is some really nice work shorthanded. See the give? Here's the go. Great catch. Gets that shot off. Post back of Fergola's leg and in. Shorthanded marker makes it 2-1 for the Grand River Warriors. Dougie Palace with the face-off win. He's going to say, slow it down, let's hold up. They can kill a good hunk of this. Just about 3 minutes now left on the major. This is Ryan Johnson. Going to rip one, another save by Fergola. 2-1 the score for the Grand River Warriors after that shorthanded goal by Gordwall's good. Chance for Rio Johnson on his offside. No such thing as a bad shot for Rio Johnson. I've seen him score from outside the restraining line at this arena. Well, where it would be at this arena. Not sure I've seen Rio play here. That one's off the crossbar and up into the rafters. So it'll be a fresh 30, and the ball handed back to the Redhawks. Sidearm bouncer. Oh, Dustin Hill. Had to really look back to get that one. Got just enough. Hard rip of a shot. Dougie Palace is up over center. And he's going to stay. He'll stay out for this PK shift. No, he's going now. Making a liar of me. He and Tommy Montour go for a change. And they come to the near side to Damon Dockstader. Oh, nice pass. Backdoor. What a finish. That is a great passing play and burying it. Steve Harris. You're going to see Harris coming off the bench right there. Last one off, and nobody sees him. He's the late man, except for Damon Dockstader, who sees him there, hits him with the beautiful pass, and it is 3-1, a second shorthanded goal for the Grand River Warriors. We got 9:49 to go here in the first period. If you just joined us, we are having a little trouble with the scoreboard clock coming up on the screen. We will address that in the intermission. But for now, I'm just going to be telling you the score and the time. You can see where the scores will be on the scoreboard. That ball is grabbed by Tyden Hill. He makes a nice pass over to Palace. That one's a little low, and it gets away and into the bench. Tough catch attempt for Walls Good there. And Rio Johnson is going to say, slow it down, let's set up. Let's run this power play. Leland Palace is over on this side. Rio Johnson gets it to Palace. He'll go back door. They got it through. Great chance, but not quite burying it was Gabe Edwards. Here's Palace. Cathers. That one was blocked out front. I believe that was Tyden Hill getting in the way. Shot clock will run. That's a great penalty kill defensive shift for the Warriors, and they pass it ahead. That's over and back, though. Rio Johnson complaining, but yeah, he caught that before he was back over and ran over. It was a great play to pick it off, but I wonder, now I'm just trying to think, because he possessed it. If he just kind of knocked it down and then waited to pick it up when he was over center. Oh, off the post, Tommy Montour. Of course, it's pretty easy to think about that now. You're there, the ball is coming. It's hard in the moment. Try the backdoor pass to Howdice Miracle. Just stays out of the crease, so he's going to be able to keep playing the ball. Another 45 seconds on the 5-minute major that was taken by Philip Henry. Tom Montour with another rip. Boy, Onondaga is shorthanded in terms of numbers, but they are on the power play here, and they're still giving up more scoring chances and decent shots than they are generating at this point. Rio Johnson, hard backdoor pass. Oh, that's off the stick of Chris Ryan. And it'll be Warriors into the offensive zone, and they are going to successfully kill this penalty. That one's picked off from Rio Johnson. As we're back to even strength, we'll head up over center floor. Such an exciting young player. Hands it off there. Oh, nice pass attempt. They tried to get to Creek Cathers, couldn't quite connect. Warriors slowing things down a bit. Dockstader will get it back here from Howdice Miracle. They just leave Sid Palace a ton of space. He'll take that shot, but he's wide. It is tracked down, and the outlet pass from Ryan. Oh, nice save, Dustin Hill. There's a great chance there for Matt Byron. Back to the offense for Howdice Miracle and the Warriors, and he's going to rip one. Penalty coming. Dustin Hill gets to the bench. Stove Harris rips one wide, comes back to him, but a little bit past him. They've got 2 to get a shot off. That's going to miss, and the 30 will expire. It's going to be an illegal cross-check call. Let's see if we catch it. It might have been right towards the end of that clip. I just hit the replay when I saw that the hand went up, hoping to get it, and that is Carl Starkey getting the penalty. He's not thrilled with it. He feels like there's a lot of give and take, I believe. Power play now, a 3-1 lead for the Warriors, and 6:20 to go here in the first period. That is a rocket taken from Walls Good. But it was stopped by Fergola. Another save by Fergola, and this one snagged, picked up by Leland Powless. The pass is picked off, though. Oh, nice save for Fergola as How Dice Miracle was naked in front. Took a nice pass from Damani Thomas, but now Fergola makes the pass out and racing forward. 2-on-1. That pass is batted right back to Hayden Hemlock. There's a chance and a goal. Quick length of the floor play for the Warriors. There you see it, behind the back pass and buried by How Dice Miracle. The Warriors go up 4-1 with 5:36 to go here in the first. Face off one, shovel head. That's going to be almost picked off. It does eventually get through to Chris Ryan. Whistle is blown. Illegal substitution. Too many players. Yeah, there's 6 orange jerseys on the floor. You can count them up. Pan a bit. Let's get all 6 of them as they're going. Oh, now they got a guy to the bench. We didn't quite catch him, but I assure you there were 6 Warriors on the floor. So that penalty is going to be served. This 25 is Dalton Thomas. Yes, Dalton Thomas. We're in the 25. Grabbed there by Gavin Skye. He's going to go for a bit of a run. It's a 3-on-1 shorthanded. And Vern Hill's going to say, no, you two go. I'll just step back, which is a wise decision. You don't need 3-on-1 when you're shorthanded. That is a recipe for about a 4-on-1 the other way. Heads up decision by the veteran Vern Hill. And now he's going to get some defense there, but still a pretty good shot ripped by Devin Buckshot. Turned aside by Dustin Hill. Chance, they pass it out, hard rip, another save by Hill. Buckshot gets to Johnson, who whips it around behind the back. That gets up into the netting and sits there, nestles into the netting, and it's going to be Grand River possession. Long outlet pass, they find Vern Hill. He'll fire one, it's a little bit wide, and it hits the backside of the net. So JP Fergola will grab it. It's still 4-1, 4:12 to go in the first period. And again, we are going to work on the scoreboard clock. It's looking okay, but just not showing up on the feed. We'll get that taken care of. Saved by Dustin Hill and up out of play. Fresh 30 for the Redhawks. It is 4-1 for the Warriors. They've got 48 seconds left to kill in there. Too many players on the floor. Penalty. Hidden ball trick. It is Rio Johnson getting it back here. We're going to go back to Johnson. He likes that lane. Oh, it was closed down. Nice work there defensively. Who was that stepping? It was Tyden Hill getting there to take that shooting lane away. How Dice Miracle was a little surprised by that pass. He will get in after him, put some pressure on. That's Peter Leota. Takes that one. Nice job seeing his outlet. Finds Rio Johnson and Leota to the bench. Heads up play there. Buckshot with the pass to the back door, just missing was Gabe Edwards. Oh, what a behind the back. I told you Rio Johnson can do some stuff. Watch this one. Rio Johnson, he's number 7 right there. He's going to go and actually help cause possession and then cut to the net. So it's a bit of a pick and roll. He's falling, flips it behind the back. We're going to look at that again because that's spectacular. There's Rio Johnson right there. He goes and gets involved. Make sure his teammate can get the ball. Pass, rip. Oh, my goodness. That is really something. And then Dougie Palos will get the ball back, though, for the Warriors. Tommy Montour didn't have it. Devin Buckshot, fine. That's no over and back off the faceoff, and it's a great pass ahead. What a goal. Beautiful pass, and then Gabe Edwards buries it. Really nice job. You're going to see Devin Buckshot run in here. This is still off the faceoff. That's okay. No over and back. And he's going to fire it ahead. Just about see that one. Possession for the Warriors. We've got a 4-3 game, Grand River ahead, but back-to-back shorthanded goals, or power play goal. Oh, sorry, one power play goal, one even strength goal. And there's another big save by JP Fergola. Nice feed through by Sid Palos. One hand behind the back by Johnny Palos as the defender was on his front side, went around the back, didn't get it on the net though. That was touched by a Red Hawk. Whoa, Dustin Hill had to race after that. Took a bit of a odd bounce for him. We're coming down to 2.5 to go here in the first. Hey, nice to have somebody in from Vancouver Island. I lived there for a long time. An underhand shot, another save by Dustin Hill. That's actually where Carrie McMaster Stamp and I, she is on the camera, that's where we met. In Victoria on Vancouver Island. Long pass, Johnny Palos behind the back, trying to match the Rio Johnson chance. Goal, but JP Fergola with the stop. Coming up to the final 2 minutes. There's the cutter, Vern Hill. He'll rip that one. No, he's going to pass back door. What a pass! I thought he was going to shoot. You thought he was going to shoot. JP Fergola certainly thought he was going to shoot, but this is what Vern Hill does instead. Look at this, over to Palos with the pass, then Vern Hill wide open. Such a good look, but he goes backdoor instead. And Howdice Miracle, who came into this game with 22 goals, did miss both games last week, so he didn't even load up against Oil Spring in the games that the Warriors won 22-7 and 20-4 last weekend over the Oil Spring Senecas. Grand River comes in 4-4 entering this game. This is going to be a pass, another shot, and a save for goal. That's through the crease. Miracle can't play that. Oh, they're not going to call it, so it's a chance. That's a bit of a mistake, and it does give possession to Ryan Johnson, and a chance for Gordwall's good. That time, though, he stepped in the crease. And it will be Red Hawks balls. We're a minute and a half from the end of the first period. It is 5-3 for the Grand River Warriors. Rio Johnson's low pass. That was a lot to try and handle for Peter Leota. We're back tomorrow at 1 p.m. right here in the Brantford Civic Center. Same teams, probably the same roster for Onondaga, I would think, with only 13 runners. Oh, picked off, but they're going to say, oh, we got a penalty now. What is this call? It's going to be Stove Harris going. Goalie interference. Intoned quite clearly by John Civic, and it'll be another power play for the Red Hawks. Like that, the explanation to the bench. Tom Montour jumps that pass, steals it from Rio Johnson, and sees Vern Hill up ahead. Vern Hill all on his own, buries it. It's a beautiful shorthanded goal, and Burnhill is going to go and point to Tommy Montour. There's Montour causing the turnover, and look at, he is so aware, sees him, and a great pass under some pressure, gets it ahead to Vern Hill, who buries that one. Nice job. Good job possessing that one from Chris Ryan. I believe Chris Ryan's 42. Yep, Chris Ryan wearing the 42. He's down in the corner now. Buckshot. Spins, shoots. Oh, almost. He had that top corner, but just missed it. They make the outlet pass here to Hayden Hemlock. And they rip it. One last shot from Devin Buckshot at the buzzer, and we will go to the intermission with the score. Grand River Warriors 6, Onondaga Redhawks 3, and there will be 1:05 remaining on the penalty to kill when we return for the second period. We'll see you then, lacrosse friends. We should be back live. There we go. I believe we are back and live, and sorry about that. We were trying the entire intermission to get the scoreboard camera working, everything working, and we actually lost our main game feed for quite a while. We have it back, and we're going to go old school here. I will update you with the score and time, and Kerry McMaster will get a shot of the scoreboard clock every once in a while like that. So there's 18-10 left. It's a 6-3 lead for the Grand River Warriors. Thanks for being with us. And here's a chance for the Onondaga Redhawks, and that is a hard rip taken there from Matt Byram, but that is wide, and Vern Hill is directing traffic. And scores over to Howdice Miracle. Miracle buries it. And Vern Hill is so calm, cool, and collected. You can see this outlet pass. Vern Hill is just waving Howdice Miracle in. Passes it across. Okay, so that makes it 7-3. The big goal from Howdice Miracle. A lovely pass from Vern Hill. Big save by Dusty Hill, and Rio Johnson is staying down in the offensive zone. He'll be watched by Colby Martin as we go 4-on-4, and it works like a charm with Gavin Skye burying that one. Gavin Skye just sets up all alone in front, nobody near him. Now, to be fair, Gavin Skye is not a guy that you have to keep a lot of eye on usually, but I mean, you can't leave anybody naked on the top of the crease like that, and it's 8-3, just 2:40 into this second period. I'm Steven Stamp. Thanks for being with us, lacrosse friends. And that's going to be Tyden Hill coming out to take the draw. He is up against Gabe Edwards, and it's going to be scooped by Hill. Tommy Montour takes a bump there as he fights through a check, but Hill still hanging on to this ball. Nice work by Tyden Hill. Some big checking from Gabe Edwards. The ball did pop loose, but Hill gets it back. He'll fling it to the far side. A little tricky, but Howdice Miracle does recover that one. Alternate captain for the Warriors. You see the big A on the chest. Down in the shot clock, and Damani Thomas will just leave it there. Gabe Edwards makes the pass ahead. Rio Johnson had to double clutch on that one, but gets it. 8-3 for the Warriors. And you've got to figure with the short bench that Onondaga's got, it's going to be a tough hill for them to climb, but we'll see what they can come up with as Matt Byron will flip it over to Rio Johnson. Down to 10 seconds behind the back. Nice pass. Big save, Dustin Hill. Great chance for Devin Buckshot, but he is turned aside. They get it back, and Johnson goes down into the corner. Now Buckshot from the top. A hard shot, another save. He'll come back out to Rio Johnson. Buckshot on his offside, gets a shot off, and it's going to go up out of play. He was being checked by Dougie Powless as he took that one. Dougie Powless runs through a check, adjusts the face mask. Here's a chance, breaking just off the far side. Was it? Yes, it was a save by Dustin Hill. What a great opportunity for Peter Leota. Couldn't quite bury it. The Redhawks are generating some chances, but here's a chance. Sid Palace behind the back, tried to get it to his brother Johnny. Johnny stopped by JP Fergola, who goes shoulders up to stop that one. Damon Dockstader is going to slow it down a little bit. Johnny Palace gives it right back to him. Heads over to the far side as they come. Gordwall's good. Big pick there. They hit Gordwall's good. Sidearm rip. Stopped by JP Fergola. He's faced a ton of shots. He's given up 8 goals. Actually made some pretty nice saves. That one gets away, and it's going to be Gordwall's good. Was looking to pass. I think Damon Dockstader kind of looked at him like, just shoot that. Here's another chance. That one's right in the crest. Long clearing throw. Thought it was a long pass, but really was just turf down into the far corner. Snagged there by Ryan Johnson. He's going to make the outlet pass to Tommy Montour. Montour on the run. How Dice Miracle rips and scores. There's the rip from Miracle. Dougie Palace rips it back between the legs. Tom Montour has it. As we're 9-3, almost 6 minutes into the second period. There's a save for Fergola. Down the other way, a chance for the Redhawks. That one's going to go away, and off on the run. Tyden Hill rips it. I like that. That's a good take, I think, by Tyden Hill. Fergola with the save and a long feed down the floor. That's going to be picked up by Colby Martin. He's going to whip it the length of the floor. That's a little far for Johnny Palace. Almost too far as it comes off the boards. Almost got its way all the way over to Tommy Montour. Ball down the floor again. And this one may kind of grind a little bit. Oh, what a finish though. Devin Buckshot. That is a beauty. Let's watch this replay as they whip it down. And what a nice spin. The drop step reaches in and fights through. What a job by Devin Buckshot to bury that one. That'll make it 9-4 as we're 7 minutes into the second period. JP Fergola getting an assist on that one after that initial pass out of the crease. Onondaga, they're battling. Oh, what a pass. Nice chance, but spinning. Damon Dockstader couldn't quite get it on target. Buckshot gets it ahead to Creek Hathers. Got Chris Ryan with him and scores. See how that one develops. You see Creek Hathers coming along the near boards. And Graham River maybe getting a little lackadaisical. They're just going to let Cathers blast it. And Dustin Hill can't stop it. And that's going to make it 9-5. With 12:44 to go here in the second. Palace pulls that one out straight to Tommy Montour. Nice little pass to Sid Palace. He's thinking shot and he takes it. Just kind of on the run, a little nonchalant. Didn't fool JP Fergola though. It is picked up there by Stove Harris. Here's Vern Hill. Feeds it inside. Nice slide check defense there from Mike Kurgelek. Sidearm shot. Harris missing on that one. Just 3 on the shot clock. The Redhawks get it. Head to Devin Buckshot. Behind the back. Big save. And is that going to be... It's a penalty on the trail. That'll be Dalton Thomas behind the play, and Peter Leota. So Leota's getting an unsportsmanlike. So it's going to be 4 minutes to Grand River, which means we'll go 4-on-4 for a couple minutes, and then the Redhawks will go to the power play. Howdice Miracle gets the explanation. 12:02 to go, and we are 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. 9-5 the score right now for the Warriors. Round the world attempt by Creek Cathers almost turned into a pass to Devin Buckshot. Now it's going to be a break going the other way. Nice change. And Howdice Miracle will step back. He's got a pass to make, but he's going to shoot it behind the back. I don't think he saw that Damon Dockstader was there. I'm not sure Damon Dockstader remembered at that point that you can reach into the crease now. So Dalton Thomas, 2 for a hold and 2 for high sticking to Dalton Thomas. 2 for unsportsmanlike to Peter Leota. Burnhill on the run. Nice spinning pass. Tommy Montour. Great save for Gola. That is a couple of master players with a lacrosse ball and lacrosse stick in Hill and Montour. But nice save by Fergola to deny them the chance at 4-on-4, which will be on for another minute, barring further penalties. That shot well off the mark from Hayden Hemlock. And it's a chance the other way. Oh, Burnhill. Insouciant with that play. This ball is just going to be whipped up the floor, and Vern Hill has taken off already. Catches that pass, and he can be so sneaky. Almost disrespectful. There's Vern Hill. Nice shot of him getting to the bench, making it 10-5 with the 4-on-4 goal. Man, Vern Hill does some things that just make lacrosse a lot of fun to watch. Face-off won by Gabe Edwards. He's going to head to the offensive zone. He'll hand it off. Comes near side to Chris Ryan. Still 4-on-4 for another 30 seconds. Long outside shot from Leland Powless. Another shot from Powless. That one missed, and I thought I saw a penalty going up, but that was the whistle hand, which is the reset hand. The penalty hand is the offhand. So if you're not familiar with that, the referees have their whistle in one hand, the other hand is free. For the resets, they throw the whistle hand up and wave it for a fresh 30. But for penalties, you put up the non-whistle hand so that when you need to blow down, you can put the whistle back. Or you can blow the whistle, get up to your mouth. Here's a chance for Howdice Miracle. Another save by Fergola. But it goes straight back out to Damani Thomas. We are now shorthanded for the Warriors. Power play for the Redhawks. But the Warriors with possession. They lead 10-5. Just past the midway point of the second period. Dockstader, pretty nice fake. Got the shot off. That's going to be an over and back, though, as it was wide. Tommy Montour couldn't quite reach it. 9:36 to play, 1:34 left on the penalty. The second one of the pair to Dalton Thomas. I'll tell you, this Grand River Warriors team has a lot of depth. They are going through the process of figuring out who's going to play. They do have to scratch several players per game, and probably some cuts coming before the deadline in a few weeks. 4 weeks, I believe. I think it's July 1st is the final roster deadline. That pass was tipped. Cool, Dusty Hill, but it goes wide. Nice outlet pass from Tyden Hill. Tom Montour ripped one ahead. Sid Palace was a half a step behind, and we're going to have an illegal substitution. I'm not sure the teams know. It should be. I think that's on Grand River. Yeah, Vern Hill is pointing to the penalty box. Vern's been running a lot, so he's going to take a little break. He'll go and serve that too many players penalty. He pointed over, said, should I go? They said, yep. So 1:08 left in the Dalton Thomas penalty. It's a 5-on-3 for the Redhawks. They trail 10-5 with 9 minutes to go here in the second. Creek Cathers going to go back up to the top. Leland Palace skips it down. Palace. Backdoor attempt. Nice save by Dustin Hill. He knew what was coming as they tried to feed it down to Chris Ryan. It's a fresh 30. Now Leland Palace will rip that one. It's off a defender. Gavin Sky, Tom Montour, and Tyden Hill, the penalty killers, pretty good job. Oh, that pass is going to get away though, right to Cree Cathers. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Nice save, Hill, and he will grab his own rebound. He'll make the short pass to Tyden Hill. There's no, oh, now Tom Montour found himself a space. Hits the cutter off the bench. And they're saying it's early again. That's going to be a penalty shot because there was 10 seconds left. They're saying Sid Palace came off the bench too early, so that will release Dalton Thomas. Just 10 seconds to go on his penalty. Makes 3. You can't have 3 in the box. It's a penalty shot. Who's going to take it? It looks like it'll be Cree Cathers. No. Devin Buckshot is going to go out. They have a fist bump at center. You saw the switch. Here comes Buckshot. Slowing in, buries it. Beautiful play by Devin Buckshot. Very patient. You can see he is in no rush. They've only got 13 runners. He's not going to race in on this penalty shot, but some nice fakes and then drills it past Dustin Hill. It's 10-6. There's still a minute 2 to go on the first two-man penalty being served by Vern Hill. And then Sid Palace is serving the second. So another 5-on-3 or continued 5-on-3. And another Warriors penalty, of course, would result in another penalty shot. So this is a pivotal moment in this game. 8 minutes to go in the second period. It's 10-6 for the Warriors. Montour, Palace, and Ryan Johnson out there killing this for the Warriors. Hard rip sidearm from Buckshot. That was stopped, and Dustin Hill is just going to have to fling it down. They'll be grabbed there by Buckshot. Fires it ahead. Oh, great job. Tom Montour tips it away from Cree Cathers. And this time they've got some space. Dougie Palace, he's going to have to go for a run because there's nobody open. Great job, Palace, to fight through that one. He's looking for his outlet. He'll roll it over to Tom Montour. Montour watched closely by Leota. And some help there from Hayden Hemlock. Oh, great chance for Gordwall. Good. He was stopped. Hemlock whips it ahead, and Leota into the offensive zone. Down to 5-on-4 now with 47 seconds left on the second too-many-men penalty on the Warriors as this ball comes across to Matt Byron. Leland Palace with the heavy shot. You can hear it drill into the gear of Dusty Hill. And now Colby Martin or Ryan Johnson on the run. Fern Hill took the shot anyway, even though the pass wasn't coming. He just mimed what he would have done had he received that backdoor pass. I don't think they're going to be too upset about not making that pass there. They can kill all but the last 6 seconds of this penalty. They'll try and get a reset. That will be a reset if How Dice Miracle can get there. He does. And with 4 seconds left on this penalty, the Warriors are going to kill it. Stove Harris will hand it off to a cutting Dalton Thomas. He's staying out for this offensive set after serving his 4 minutes. Dead overhand, How Dice Miracle. How nice is that? That is how you're supposed to shoot, kids. Watch How Dice Miracle, number 88. Coming from the boards. Nice pick there. Nice pick there. A pair of seals and an absolute rocket from How Dice Miracle. Makes it 11-6 with 6:02 to go here in the second period. Thanks, Lacrosse friends, for being with us. Yeah, sorry about the scoreboard not being up. The camera is being recalcitrant. I swear we can see it. It looks like it's there. JP for goal and makes sure he gets there before Tom Montour can. And flicks it ahead. Here comes Hayden Hemlock. Nice change of direction. Gets by Tyden Hill. Goes to the net. Oh, what a save by Dustin Hill. It's a great play by Hemlock. He went through the crease, though. And then was the first to play the ball. That's going to be a turnover. Lob pass ahead to Tyden Hill. He'll find Tom Montour. Nice clear. A good tip there. Knocking that ball away was Mike Kurdzalik. Montour gets it back. Bounces one that's well off the mark. And Damani Thomas, that's a heads-up play. Damani Thomas was... Wait, what are they? They're going to call timeout. And I think Darcy Palace, with 5:20 to go in the second period, just wants to settle his guys down. Damani Thomas, number 43, was at the front door. You saw him in the change box, was coming out, but he looked. The ball was coming his way. He took a peek to see if the player who was coming off for him had gotten to the bench. And they're going to have a chat just about how they... There's the Redhawks bench. Once again, they have a trainer there, but they were without a coach. So challenging for the club. Mike Kurdzalik is officially listed as the head coach for Onondaga today. Carl Starkey, number 43, as the assistant. Darcy Palace, the head coach, while Nolan Hill and Nick Skye are the assistants. That's Bear Hill for the Grand River Warriors, who have possession as Dustin Hill backpedals to his net. Lobbed pass ahead, gets away from Gabe Edwards. Hayden Hemlock. Now we've got Gabe Edwards actually is down the floor. Sid Palace, hard shot. Rebound came to him, he couldn't quite catch it. Johnny Palace feeds it through. It's going to go off the boards and come right back out to Damani Thomas. Gord Wall's good. Playing 4-on-4 because we have a Red Hawk down the floor and Gabe Edwards. Sid Palace back out to Johnny. Gord Wall's good. Sidearm rip saved by the arm of JP Fergola. It's 11-6 with 4:40 to go here in the second. That pass didn't connect with Wall's good. I think it actually bounced off of the referee. Oh, wide open in front, and Damani Thomas denied by the post. Thought about the cross-hander, decided to pull it back out. We'll hand it off to Johnny Palace. 18 left on that refreshed 30 for the Warriors. Oh, what a sidearm rip, Damani Thomas. Feeling due after the bounce off the crossbar moments ago. Damani Thomas is actually down behind the crease. You can see him circling up. One defender points to him, says, go get him. Nobody does. It's good advice. Should have got him. And that will make it 12-6 for the Grand River Warriors with 4:13 to play. Devin Buckshot behind the net. They flip it out, and a chance there for Chris Ryan. He elects to pull it out, go back around, and they'll reset. They've still got lots of time, 12 on the shot clock. That pass from Byron didn't get through, but it comes back to them. They've got 6 on the shot clock now. From downtown, right, Hayden Hemlock. And that's a fresh 30. It's grabbed by Devin Buckshot. 3.5 to go here in the second. Hemlock's hard underhand. Stopped by Dustin Hill. He's looking up at the floor. Looked at Gavin Skye, who kind of turned away, so Tommy Montour going for a run. Looks away, but the right foot saved by JP Fergola. That one ricochets all the way down the floor where Tyden Hill is going to pick it up. Lobs a little pass ahead, and Vern Hill will trot up over center. Heads for a change. Tommy Montour is going to get some rest as well. Trying to convince them on the hidden ball trick, was not going. It's a big pick from Dalton Thomas. Nice save. That's How Dice Miracles on top of the crease, and JP Fergola turns him aside. We're going to have another too many players call, or is it a behind unsportsmanlike check behind the play? See what the call is. So it's a slashing call behind the play. Stove Harris going to the box. Onondaga with a chance. It's going to be Gabe Edwards starting with the ball back around center. And Dougie Palace has a question for the officials. He's getting an explanation here. Penalty killers will be Adam Martin and Vern Hill are down low. Tommy Montour and Doug Palace up at the top. Lefty strong for the Redhawks on the power play with Gabe Edwards, as I said, starting up at the top. Cree Cathers at the lefty shooter spot, and down low is Chris Ryan. Righty shooter is Leland Palace, and that'll be Devin Buckshot down on the right crease. A little perimeter passing to get things started. Behind the back, nice pick, pass up to the top, rip, that one's wide. Comes back out to Palace. Hard backdoor pass, but that was tipped out front. Now a battle. Oh, what a pass from his backside. Leland Palace, backdoor. Oh, great attempt. Just missed Cree Cathers. Vern Hill is off to the races. He's being chased down by Leota. Oh, what a swim move. Switches hands. Saved, though, by JP Fergola. Vern Hill tries to spin and catch it. Leota had it. Gets away from him. Redhawks trying to kill some time. Carl Starkey will come away with it. Solid pick. Oh, but he doesn't know the ball's there. Vern Hill taps it around Leota, and it is Warriors possession. They're going to be able to kill some time here, and Hill will just hand it off to Damon Dockstader and head for a change. Tommy Montour waits till the checker. Gabe Edwards was about a step away from him. Onondaga's left a player down the floor again, and now with a change with Montour on, it's actually 2-on-4 in the offensive zone, but Damon Dockstader will just let it rip late in the 30. Warriors happy to let the time tick away as we reach a minute and a half to go in the second period. Just over a half minute left in the penalty to Stove Harris. And that's an 8-second or 10-second count. So the Warriors up into the offensive zone. They can kill all but 4 seconds of this penalty, but they're going to have an over and back. And that will give possession to the Redhawks with 25 left in the power play. Devin Buckshot will leave it here. And Hemlock finds Cree Cathers coming off the bench. Palace likes that angle, scores! Why wouldn't you like that angle when you can do that? It's a devastating underhand shot from Devin Buckshot. Leland Palace. Sneaks it past the foot of Dusty Hill.
Under the doors for number 82, Leland Palace. Assistant number 6, Aiden.
Face-off win there. Redhawks hanging in here. It's 12-7 for the Warriors. 45 seconds to go in the second. Little inside pass to Buckshot. He's going to shoot a bouncer, saved by the left foot of Dustin Hill. Goes straight to Leland Palace. Had a man in the slot, couldn't get it to Cody Gould. Hemlock on his own on the near side will rip one. That's well wide. I don't think Sid Palace liked that as he got hit with the follow through, so he's going to bump, and there's a penalty coming, and maybe another one. Yeah, Sid Palace had one. So let's take a look, see if we can catch this. Here's one. I think that's the second one, if there are two. The penalty had been called before that. You can see Tom Montour look for an explanation. I think he's saying there's stuff happening before what you're seeing. Haven't heard the announcement yet, but there's another Warrior coming over to the box. That's Dalton Thomas. Nothing up on the board yet. Just 19.8 to go here in the second period. The score 12-7 for the Grand River Warriors, but a game where they should be able to really control things as the Redhawks are kind of short on players, just 13 runners and the one goalie and JP Fergola. But that's a major for Dalton Thomas. So is that 2 majors? If it is, he's gone. That is 2 majors. So he'll be out of the game. And a huge chance here. Can the Redhawks get one before the end of the period? They've got 14 seconds. Buckshot. Gonna fire a save. Back to Buckshot. Tries to put in another save, Dusty Hill. 5 seconds. They've got some time. Ball's going to be flung down the floor and the period will end, but there's going to be a penalty coming. We'll stay with you here. We're going to follow the official and see what this call is. Pretty sure he had his hand up. Yeah, there's a player coming. We'll get down to the official by the penalty box and see if we can get the call. They're going to have a discussion, but it looks like a 5-on-3 for Onondaga when we return. I'm Steven Stamp. This is Can-Am Action from the Brantford Civic Center, and we will see you shortly. Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to Can-Am action from the Brantford Civic Center. The score 12-7 for the Grand River Warriors over the Onondaga Redhawks. The kids are being sent off the floors. We are close to returning to play. 1:10 left in this intermission. We see the coaches for the Grand River Warriors heading to their bench. That's Darcy Powless, Bear Hill, and Nick Sky. Bear Hill and Nick Sky. On the other side, Mike Kurdzlik and Carl Starkey are listed as the coaches for Onondaga, but they don't have a coach today. Their coach has apparently left the squad. They folded last year because of some issues going on with the club, and hopefully they'll be able to get through this season. And hopefully they'll have more than 13 players per game. This is the toughest trip for them, coming across the border. There are the Redhawks leaving their crease where JP Fergola is between the pipes. Over at the other end is Dustin Hill. The score 12-7 for Grand River. We're getting a shot of the scoreboard here. Unfortunately, the scoreboard camera is still not functioning. We can literally see the scoreboard on the screen of the camera, but there is some kind of disconnect between the camera and the software for some reason. So I will just keep giving you updates of the time and score. Again, it's 12-7 for the Grand River Warriors, but they are shorthanded for another 4 minutes and 41 seconds as Dalton Thomas getting a look today in the lineup for a Grand River Warriors team that has to make some decisions about who's going to play and who isn't, and he has taken two majors, which has ended the game for him. Can't imagine that's going to help his cause as he tries to stay in the roster moving forward, stay in the lineup, stay in the roster, but maybe. Vern Hill backpedals, goes to the penalty kill. He'll be joined by Gord Walls-Good. They get it across to Stove Harris, who gets it back to Walls-Good. Here's Howdice Miracle. He'll flip it over to Johnny Powless. They hit the cutting Howdice Miracle. Nice save by Fergola. The ball bounces away from him, though, and goes right back. Oh, it is 4-on-4. Sorry, this is a minute and a half. There was a penalty to Onondaga at the end of the second period. I thought I saw a call coming to the Warriors. It was actually the Redhawks that got that penalty. It's Chris Ryan going off. So we're 4-on-4 for another minute 15. Oh, I think it was another too many players call on Grand River, so that's going to be served by Chris Ryan. Dalton Thomas had been serving those in-home penalties, but he is gone, of course, with the two majors out of the game, so it will be served instead. Oh, sorry, on the other side. I am having a little trouble here. Keep out. It's Chris Ryan. Anyway, serving that minor for too many. The early change. That was the one we saw at the end of the second period. Now, as we're just over a minute into the third, it's 12-7 for Grand River, and they are into the offensive zone. Damon Dockstader gets to Gord Walls-Good. Walls-Good over by the half board. Another 36 seconds of this 4-on-4. Nice feed through. Doesn't quite connect, though. Gadalio Smith took off with it, handed away. And Smith, as he gets to the bench, just hops right over the boards. He's got some energy. Let him run around a bit if he's got that much juice still in the legs. He'll be going out the back door. Warriors looking down the floor. And Ryan Johnson will try to feed it ahead. It is going to be picked up here by Damani Thomas. He's under some pressure, but very sharp to see that Chris Ryan was coming after him right out of the penalty box. It's now a Redhawks power play. Hard rip, and that one's knocked down, almost caught right out of the air by Peter Leota, but it goes back to the Warriors. Leota didn't have possession, so that 30 never stopped. That will be an over and back. The penalty is over. The ball is going to start in the corner with Devin Buckshot, and 2:19 left on the major penalty to Dalton Thomas. Was gone but not forgotten, as he still has time on the penalty board to be served. Behind the back pass from Rio Johnson. He'll get it back. Oh, no, he won't. Dougie Powless knocked that pass down. Leland Powless can get it. I was going to say he can't. He will get the ball. Tries to make a pass out front. The 30 is going to expire. Rio Johnson is going to have to put that one down. Now, the officials are going to have a discussion. Onondaga wants a reset. There was no possession. It did not go off of the goaltender and did not go out of play, so no reset. Bounce pass to How Nice Miracle scores. So they fling the ball ahead, and How Nice Miracle with a shorthanded goal. That's 3 or 4 shorthanded goals for the Warriors. Redhawks still looking for an explanation on why there wasn't a reset. So it's 3 minutes exactly into the third period. The score is 13-7 now for the Warriors, and Darcy Palace is going to want a word with the other official. You can see one ref at each bench. It's quite a debate club here at the Brantford Civic Center. I'm Steven Stamp. Thanks for being with us here on Stamplax YouTube. Remember, tomorrow, same teams, 1 p.m. right here at the Civic Center. Sure, Onondaga is going to be looking to get all the rest they can tonight with 13 runners here for the weekend and 1 goaltender in JP Fergola. Nice face-off win by Gabe Edwards. Gets it to Matt Byron. And they're going to have a chance on the top of the crease. Oh, Rio Johnson missed it. Vern Hill's on the run. He's 1-on-2, and he'll shoot off his offhand. Or his offside. Sorry, that's his normal hand. Although he'll switch at a puff of wind. He can switch it over and shoot effectively on either side. Onondaga back to the power play with Rio Johnson, who wasn't doing much, spending much time on the man advantage in the second, but he is quarterbacking this time, and he'll take this pass and flip it across to Byron, and Byron's shot is stopped. Dougie Palace on the run. Oh, gets the pass through to Stove Harris. He is knocked into the goaltender, and they're saying, no, he did not do that on purpose. He was pushed in by Matt Byron. What a pass. I was actually thinking that's not a great pass to make, because I thought it was very low percentage from Dougie Palace, but boy, he proved me wrong. Threading the needle, getting it through to Stove Harris for a great chance. Creek Hathers has it up at the top. Rio Johnson trying to fool them. Leland Palace tried to get Dustin Hill off guard, but Hill was ready, made the save. Fresh 30 seconds left now on the major to Dalton Thomas. Cathers will find Palace. Hard rip, that's blocked out front. Was Philip Henry making that block. They tried to feed through. Rio Johnson was besieged by orange shirts. Henry comes away with it but gets it stripped. And that was long enough for possession, so it's a fresh 30 for the Redhawks. They've only got 6 left on the power play. They're going to think about a diving dunk attempt. Rio Johnson is going to try it. Saw that Dusty Hill was coming with him, so tried to switch things up, pull the ball back up and fling it over the far shoulder. Couldn't get there. It's a crease violation. We're back at even strength. And we are about 5 minutes into the third period, 13-7. The score for the Grand River Warriors. Onondaga leaving a player up the floor in Devin Buckshot. So he was watched by Dougie Palace. We probably won't mind getting a little rest. Right on top, Gord Wall's good. That's a great finish. Nice pass from Damani Thomas. You see Walsgood working in. That's a nice pick there. Boy, Gord Walsgood is working hard. And they just lose him in front all alone and buries that one. Titan Hill comes up with it. How Dice Miracle finds Johnny Powless. He's had a quiet game. Driving to that. Wait, how's Dalton Thomas? I guess he just went to the dressing room for the rest of the period, and he is back on the floor. I thought that was 2 majors, which would put him out of the game. I guess it wasn't. Drive to the net by Devin Buckshot. Did he stay out? He did not stay out of the crease. Saved by Dustin Hill anyway. That'll be possession for Tommy Montour and the Warriors. 6 minutes gone here in the third period. It's 14-7 for Grand River. Buckshot staying down the floor, so Montour stays with him. And we're 4-on-4 in the Warriors' offensive zone as Dockstader takes this pass. Picked up by Rio Johnson. Johnson goes to check him. They get the pass to Walls good. Just missed the net with that one. It's going to bounce into the Redhawks bench and right out. And Chris Ryan's ready to go. He's like, blow it in. Let me have a go here. He's going to shoot. Saved by Dusty Hill. Phil Henry gets checked there by Chris Ryan. Vern Hill saw the hit coming just in time. Gets that long pass ahead. It's off the stick of Dalton Thomas. Bounced off the boards to JP Fergola. Heads up play by Hemlock to make sure he got out of the crease in the 4 seconds he has. Boy, he's gliding up the floor, covering all kinds of floor. That's going to be a push from behind and possession. No penalty, but it will be a fresh 30 for the Redhawks. 13.5 to go here in the third. Hemlock shoots one. Hill had no problem with that, but it rolls away from him. Rio Johnson tries to put it back. What a save by Dusty Hill. Another chance. Somehow that pass came across, didn't quite connect, and it's going to be grabbed here by Ryan Johnson. They move it ahead. Tom Montour. It's a 2-on-2. Paradise Miracle thought about going back to him. They've got the cutter now in Stove Harris, but Miracle's just going to hang on to it. We're 7 minutes into the third. Gord Wall's good with a dozen on the shot clock. Flips it up to Stove Harris, who was coming in instead. It's going to roll the length of the floor, and there was a check going on. But Rio Johnson gets it. Scores Rio Johnson. And this is an interesting one as the ball comes down the floor. Don't know if we'll get it in time because it just rolls all the way down. But Rio Johnson and Ryan Johnson were just chatting. And Rio Johnson wins the battle to get to it. And then puts on some moves to get that goal and make it 14-8. 12:41 to go here in the third. Here's Dalton Thomas. And Dalton Thomas says, one more. How come scored wall's good? Dockstader getting a pick from Johnny Powless. There's the roll. Feeds it to him. Nice save for Gola. Johnny Powless knocked into the goaltender. It'll be Redhawks possession. No penalty. Lob pass ahead. Handled here by Cody Gould. Buckshot along the boards, watched by Titan Hill. Buckshot gets it back. Warriors just taking away all the passing opportunities. Devin Buckshot left to kind of do this on his own. 10 left on the shot clock. He'll just rip it. That one went well wide as the follow through drilled in to Titan Hill. They're going to say it was a touch. And Onondaga, they're going to say the ball did hit Titan Hill, not just the stick. And it'll be a fresh 30 for the Redhawks. We're back tomorrow at 1 p.m. here at the TD Civic Center in Brantford on Market Street. If you're anywhere nearby, come on down. It is great in person. If you can't make it, we love having you with us here on Stamplex YouTube. As Rio Johnson scored the last goal and the next goal for the Onondaga Redhawks. The windmill Selly and Rio Johnson. Thought about the pass? No, he's just going to pull up and let it fly. And there is the lovely Selly. It's 14-9. Onondaga is hanging around, you know. Grand River's going to want to get a little tight here. Really kind of control things within their control. And not giving Rio Johnson that much space to shoot is probably one of those things. Ryan Johnson, low pass caught by Damani Thomas. Here's Miracle. He turns and fires. It's well off the mark, but goes straight out to Tommy Montour. Another save for Gola. Grabbed there by Edwards, and he's going to jog ahead. Tries to make the pass. Big hit. Onondaga wants one from behind. They're going to call possession, but not a penalty. That'll probably be enough to satisfy the Redhawks. And then Phil Henry comes in and gives Johnson another bump and a swat. Well, Henry really working over Rio Johnson. Ball loose along the far boards eventually. And this is Vern Hill wide open. He's got all kinds of time to corral the ball, come in alone. Tries the same little roller. JP Fergola was ready this time. Hill went through the crease, but they pass out and the ball moved ahead to Mike Kurdzalik. Penley along the bench. Rio Johnson going. It's a high sticking major to Rio Johnson. Wow. So just as the Redhawks looked like they were really battling to hang in this one, could be a really tough one to overcome. They'll put Starkey and Powless down low on the penalty kill. Edwards and Ryan up at the top behind the back pass. Johnny Powless, shoulder save. How nice miracle, another save for Fergola. Johnny Powless, the first one in there, so smart. And gets out to Damon Dockstader. Scored wall's good, going to hit the cutting Powless, who buries it. Nice ball movement by the Warriors, and that's the first of two they can score on the major. There's Johnny Powless slipping in. They just completely lose track of him. Tommy Montour with this one. He's going to step up over center. They remain on the power play for another 4.5 minutes on that Rio Johnson high sticking major. Again, of course, if Grand River scores twice on this major, Johnson's going to have to stay in until the first non-technical stoppage after his 5 minutes runs out. That one comes right off the boards to Devontae Thomas and out to Johnny Powless. So that's exactly what's going to happen is Rio Johnson will be there for a while, but we saw a goal like this from Johnny Powless in his previous game where the ball just seemed to find him. In this case, you can see him just pull up. And the goalie's going to go for a water break. We'll take another look at that replay. Johnny Powless in the middle there with the black wrap on the left leg. And you see him just pull up. He's so aware there of where that ball is coming. The defender keeps going after it. And that is going to wipe out the major. But there's still about 4 minutes left that Rio Johnson has to serve. And then he can't get out until a hard stop after that. There is JP Fergola heading back between the pipes. Hi, once again to Katie Bod Fergola. Hope you're doing well. We miss having you here at the rink, but understand with baby number 2 coming in about 18 days, I believe it is, that you're not making this trip up. We've got 9:33 to go. We're back to even strength and a 16-9 lead for the Warriors, who take advantage of the Rio Johnson major with a pair of goals. Dougie Powless with the strip. It's grabbed there, and Ryan Johnson on the run. How Dice Miracle will slow things down. Oh, what a pass. Nice save for Gola as Dalton Thomas was alone on top of the crease. You can see some tired legs from the Redhawks, and Down 16-9 with 9 minutes to go in the third. You got to wonder, are they going to kind of save some for tomorrow? Because this one's not over. Down by 7 with 9 to go, but it would be a huge comeback. They're probably going to leave a player down the floor. Oh, that's a penalty. Philip Henry, check from behind. I think it'll be a minor, but we'll wait and see. It was a big hit. Illegal body check. Major's not out of the realm of possibility. I don't think it will be, but let's see. Yeah, it's a minor. Philip Henry. So with 8:38 to go, trailing by 7, the Redhawks go to the power play. Penalty killers Tom Montour and Adam Martin up at the top. Down lower, Colby Martin and Dougie Powless. Strong left with Gabe Edwards at the top on this power play. As Devin Buckshot's going to go up to Leland Powless. We've got Creek Adlers over the shooter spot. Hayden Hemlock is down on the crease, working off Doug Powless. Hard rip, nice save. Oh, and Powless gets hit in the face. There's a penalty coming to Hayden Hemlock. It's going to be a 4-second count. Not getting out of the crease, but Doug Powless, I like that. He just walked past. He will have a word, but he's not going to retaliate. Now, that came straight up into the face mask of Dougie Powless. That could be a major again. I think that's probably a minor. Although if it's high sticking, it is a major. So it's an illegal cross-checking call. If it's a high sticking penalty, it has to be a major. That is the only option. Major, you can go higher, major in a game, major in a match, whatever, but you can't give a minor for high sticking. So that's why it is called illegal cross-checking. So it can be a minor. I think that's the right call. So we've got 1:39 left in the Philip Henry penalty, which means we're 4-on-4. 8:12 to go. And just like that, a 4-on-4 goal by Gord Walls-Good. Didn't take long off the reset. You can see Walls-Good over along the half boards. They hit him cutting. That's a really nice pass from Johnny Powless. And great finish to make it 17-9. They took the penalty off the board. We're going to get a shot of the scoreboard here as it's going to be fixed. You can see the 1:33 left on the penalty, and now they're putting the time back up for the penalty to Hayden Hemlock, which was the illegal cross check. It couldn't have been more than about 10 seconds that came off the clock, maybe a dozen. That was 6 seconds. 1:54 is put up. So it was really quick. So we remain 4-on-4 with 8:10 to go here in the third. Dougie Powless with the face-off win and heads to the bench. Long pass ahead. And Johnny Powless will backpedal. Hits the cutter. Can't quite be caught by Dalton Thomas. He will pick it up now. Stayed out of the crease, so he's good. Johnny Powless with the give. He's going to go set a pick. Set another pick. There's the roll. Everything was really good except the pass from Damon Dockstader was pretty much uncatchable. They do get a shot off from Dalton Thomas, but easy stop for Fergola, and the ball is ahead. Pops out to the stick for a moment of Cody Gould, but he will get forward. 8-second count, and that's going to be a turnover. They'll fling it ahead to Johnny Powless. Powless, backdoor attempt. Oh, Dockstader couldn't quite catch it. Nice hustle by Walls-Good to get in there. Flick it over to Powless. JP Fergola is ready for something coming from behind the net. They fling it out, and Dockstader takes a pretty good shot, but just wide. Nice job running through that hard check. Peter Leota takes another big hit from Gavin Skye. They get a shot from Bucktooth, but Dusty Hill was sharp. 15 seconds left in the Philip Henry penalty, and then it'll be a power play for Grand River. How nice. Miracle rings one off the post. Actually bounced off the face of Chris Ryan. And the last couple seconds will tick away. 21 seconds of power play time. That's the amount left in the Hemlock penalty as Miracle spins. A dozen. Just getting their fifth attacker out there. Little reverse shovel shot from Johnny Pallas will get a fresh 30, so they retain possession, but they're not going to have much time on the power play. Will they shoot that one? How Nice Miracle does shoot. That could be a breakaway chance. No, go the other way. Hemlock heads up the floor. They got to get it to him. They don't. Nice hustle back by How Dice Miracle. It was bad timing, really, by him on the shot, but a great recovery. Nice effort to get back and take away the potential for an outlet pass. Hayden Hemlock can now take the pass. He had gone through the crease. Devin Buckshot fights his way through. A nice defense there from Montour and Sky. They've got a man up the floor. That's How Dice Miracle. With the catch, he's all alone, wide open, scores. What an eventful shift for How Dice Miracle with the shot late in the power play. Runs back to take away the chance and then is back up the floor. You can see this ball scooped up here. And Dustin Hill is going to do it himself, flings it ahead. It's a great catch from Miracle, and then the cheeky little sidearm to tuck it home. (18-9) that makes it. And a face-off win for the Warriors. Here's Tom Montour. Stove Harris will pass it off. Warriors completing their change. Johnny Pallas. Pass across the wall is good, but it's off the boards. Grabbed there by Starkey. Nice pass ahead. Here's Cody Gould on the run. He's one-on-one with Vern Hill. Ducks underneath. Nice move, but slid as he fell. And it's picked up there. Warriors moving it out. Vern Hill bouncer. Gets ahead to Damon Dockstader. We've got 5:08 to go here in the third period. Dockstader thinking about going underneath. Pretty nice defensive work by Leota. And then that shot stopped by Fergola, who will step out of the crease. A little pee-wee pass as he was running out of time. Had to get it across and did so. Nicely done. Let's get it out to Kurdzlik. Left it there for Leota. Yeah, and Onondaga is just looking to get through the rest of this game. Around the world, great attempt by Hayden Hemlock. Beautiful try, but Dustin Hill was there for the stop. The Redhawks will get this one back as it's going to bounce all the way down behind the crease. Starkey gets it ahead. 4:20 to go. It's turned over Gavin Sky. We saw him score a goal in the first period when he got left wide open on the crease. He slides to the floor. Dougie Pallas getting in to try and get the loose ball. Knocks it free. Scoops it up. Great effort by Doug Pallas. He'll hit the cutter. Johnny Pallas. The pass scored. Wall's good. Didn't connect. Wall's good. Gets around the defender. Lost his stick though. It's Dougie Pallas with this one. 4 seconds left. So he's going to shoot from a mile away. Fergola with the stop and is grabbed by Chris Ryan. Everyone's going for a change. So Ryan's just going to have to run the floor. Tyden Hill's going to make it a little bit of a challenge for him. But Leland Pallas takes this. 18-9 the score for Grand River. 3:33 to go in this third period. So it's going to be a win today for Grand River. These teams will be right back tomorrow. And that pass will get away. Wide open on the restart. Now it comes out to Stove Harris, who pings it off the post. Goes out to How Dice Miracle. Devontae Thomas's shot is wide, gets up out of play. Expect some changes to the lineup for Grand River tomorrow, as they do have to scratch a number of players. Imagine a bunch of those guys will come back in for fresh legs tomorrow. Hemlock fighting through, gets a shot off. Nice effort to get that chance. And then the forecheck pressure, but Philip Henry fights through it. Off the post. Comes straight out to Dalton Thomas. That's a nice attempt to Tom Montour. Montour went down. He's fine. Here's Ryan Johnson. So there's a collision over along the far boards. Dalton Thomas and Gabe Edwards getting into a bit. Down in the crease, Vern Hill. Oh my goodness. What a finish from Vern Hill, who will give through the glass, high fives to his teammates along the boards. And let's watch this one, a thing of beauty. Vern Hill coming in with the orange shoes. They lose them, a nice little pass down. And boy, that's a hard twister. That is gorgeous. We're going to take a quick peek at the standings in the Can-Am League coming into today. You can see the Newtown Golden Eagles sitting at 10-1. And there's Grand River at 4-4. They'll go to 5-4. Onondaga will drop to 3-5. So a pretty big game today. 2:12 to go as it's 19-9 for the Warriors. Warriors came in having scored 98 goals. Tommy Montour is looking for another one. He bounces it home. Really nice stick work there from Tom Montour. He will celebrate fairly calmly. Pulls down that little fake, and Chris Ryan is like, oh no. .204 to go, and it's 20-9 for the Warriors. So they're up to 118 goals on the season. They came in having given up 71, so that's now 80. So pretty good numbers. Again, they had two big wins over Oil Spring. Three wins actually, 17-12, 22-7, and 20-4. Possession down in the offensive zone as Johnny Paulus grabs that one. It's grabbed by Tyden Hill. Nice backdoor pass to How Dice Miracle. He'll shoot safe for Gola. Lobbed ahead. Kind of playing out the string for the rest of this one. Onondaga wouldn't mind scoring a couple of goals. I'm sure Matt Byron looking to create something. Can't get the pass through, but now it gets away from Hayden Hemlock. Vern Hill goes after it. Nice little spin out of trouble. Pass ahead. Grabbed there by Ryan Johnson. He's on the run. He's telling Colby Martin to come with him, and Colby Martin is saying, hey, you've got a trailer. Let's go to him. There's 1 minute to play here in the third period, 20-9 for the Warriors. Oh, nice behind the back shot from Dalton Thomas, but J.P. Fergolo is sharp to stop that one. We'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. here live from the Brantford Civic Center. Long pass, trying to connect with Devin Buckshot, but it's picked off by Phil Henry. And I'm pretty sure on Grand River is just going to sit and let the time tick away now as we're into the final 35 seconds. Damon Dockstrader will flip it over to Demonte Thomas. Player for each team down of the floor at the other end. .20 seconds to go as Onondaga gets this. We'll see what Peter Leota opts to do with it. Oh, Rio Johnson just loses control of it. He'll stop it there. I mean, you could argue delay a game, but delaying it would just delay it more to blow the whistle with 10 seconds to go, down to 5 now. And Damon Dockstrader will hang on to it as the final few seconds tick away. The final score will be 20-9 in favor of the Grand River Warriors. Again, we're back tomorrow 1 p.m. as we'll have another battle here in Can-Am lacrosse action. Remember, you can go to Can-Am Stats on Instagram. Just go find Can-Am Stats on Instagram, and you can see the standings, the scoring. The last update was about 5 days ago. They do it at the end of every weekend, so that will be updated beginning of the week. You'll see where everyone stands, and we will be back with more action. We're going to leave you with the handshake line. I'm Steven Stamp. Thanks for being with us on Stamp Black's YouTube, and we will see you. It is 9 o'clock, so we're going to see you. I'm doing a quick math. 16 hours from now here on Stamp Black YouTube and the Brantford Civic Center.